It's 8 o'clock, and you're watching Good Day OK.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Take a look at how foggy it is yet again this morning.
Yeah, and it just seems like it's going to get worse, Mars, because we have other elements in the forecast.
So this morning we're talking about the fog, but also the freezing fog and drizzle that's happening right now in north and northwest parts of the state. Now, fortunately in Oklahoma City, the temperatures have stayed just above freezing, so it's not an issue across Oklahoma County. However, Canadian Kingfisher counties all along I-40 in western Oklahoma, north and northwest parts of the state, Stillwater, Ponca City, you are all dealing with a winter weather advisory that's in effect through noon today. That's new this morning. It was extended until noon because of that threat for some icy spots on some of the bridges and the overpasses. We also have a dense fog advisory in effect also through noon today, including all of the Oklahoma City metro. So visibility going to stay low for most of your morning. That fog should start to mix out around noon. And then this afternoon, we're looking at a risk for severe weather. It is a slight risk in south and southeast Oklahoma, and then a low threat there into the Oklahoma City metro. We've got your back with the newest timing of these severe thunderstorms later today. That's coming up in your Storm Watch forecast.
Lucky Star Casino steer clear traffic update. Good morning. If you are just now joining us, we have delays on almost all of our interstates right now. So we're going to kick off this hour with a look at your current drive times. For those of you coming up I-35, the interstate has held up fairly well this morning. Indian Hills to the Dallas Junction only going to take you about 21 minutes. For those of you coming up I-44 east into the city from Southwest 149th to the Amarillo Junction, going to take you about 18 minutes. Yukon commuters, you're looking at about a 12-minute to 15-minute delay right now. That's because we have an accident still in the process of being cleared right here at the Amarillo Junction. So 27 minutes for you. Those of you coming Broadway Extension southbound to I-44 also seeing some backups along the Broadway Extension this morning, going to take you about 15 minutes. And then, of course, I-40 west from Peebly Road to I-35 currently sitting at 24 minutes with the most major backups right along that construction area from Peebly Road to I-240. And then once you get up into Midwest City, we have an accident there still in the process of being cleared. Let's take a live look outside of your Lucky Star Casino steer clear traffic tracker. This is eastbound I-40 near Portland Avenue. A closer look at that accident right around the Amarillo Junction. Traffic is starting to loosen up just a tad as crews work to clear the scene. We'll keep you updated. Never wait more than 10 minutes for traffic and weather together.
All right, we're covering breaking news this morning, folks. Right now, police are investigating an officer-involved shooting at a casino. We've heard that officers trying to stop a suspect were rammed with a car.
Fox 25's Wayne Stafford is live in Newcastle right now. Wayne, what else have police told you this morning?
Oh, Chris and Jasmine, good morning. OSBI has been called to the scene, but they are telling us that this is protocol to help with their investigation. With the sun up, or at least with the sun a little bit more lighter this morning, you can see the damage to the vehicle that is the center of this incident right here. You can see front and back end damage, and even their back bumper is facing us right now. You can see the license plate right there a little bit. So, this was a pretty significant incident. According to a spokesperson from Lighthorse Police Department, they tell us this incident started about 2 a.m. this morning on the second floor of the parking garage of Newcastle Casino. 3 Lighthorse officers made contact with one person, and they have not told us what started that contact or why they wanted to. They were unable to detain him, and that's when things turned violent. Here's what they told us happened next.
He backed his car into 2 of the officers, and as that happened, those officers fired upon the vehicle and the suspect. And then the suspect left the scene, left the parking garage at a high rate of speed and wrecked his car just down the street.
Now, the suspect was not hit. The suspect then got into another vehicle that had a woman inside of it, and she is unrelated to this incident and to the suspect. And from there, the suspect went into custody without incident. The only person injured was a Lighthorse police officer in that initial incident when he was hit by the suspect's vehicle. He just had a sprained leg, and he was treated and released from a local hospital. Again, this scene has been closed since 2 a.m. this morning. This road right here in front of Newcastle Casino here, and they're going to continue their investigation here and inside at the casino. We'll have more right here on Good Day OK. Back to you.
Also breaking overnight, Oklahoma City firefighters had to battle a church fire. It was an abandoned church. They posted these pictures about a half an hour ago. The church is at Northeast 13th and Walnut. Crews were able to put it out pretty quick. Not sure yet what started this fire.
Big day in Washington following the president's State of the Union address. House Democrats are going to start pushing forward with their agenda in the House. Live look at the Capitol today. Of course, they were delayed a little bit because of the ongoing government shutdown that lasted almost to the beginning of February. So now they're getting started. For the first time in years, one committee is going to hold a hearing on gun violence. Another will address climate change, and a third one will push for keeping the pre-existing health conditions and the Affordable Care Act in there. That's all going to happen before noon today. Of course, a lot of this probably not going to make it to the president's desk. It would have to get through the Senate, and that could be tough.
You said it, Dan. All right, Angie DeVoe Elementary is going to be closed again today in Edmond because of a water leak. Edmond Public Schools is tweeting that the source of the leak hasn't been source of the leak was found and repaired. Now crews have to drain and test the system to make sure there are no more leaks.
An update to breaking news this morning. OSBI is now offering a reward for help in finding two teens accused of murder. Agents are looking for 16-year-old Demillion Williams, also known as 9 Point, and 18-year-old Malcolm Jackson, also known as High Life. They're offering $5,000 for information about where they are. These two are considered armed and dangerous. Williams and Jackson are accused, along with 4 others, in killing 18-year-old Arnold Adams III behind this Dairy Queen in Chickasha last month. 4 other suspects are already in custody, as we mentioned. If you know where they are, please call this number, 1-800-522-8017.
And we have new details this morning about that school bus crash last year in Texas, the Norman school bus. A big question being raised this morning is whether or not the driver was on his cell phone. That is the accusation parents are making this morning, whose daughter was one of 24 girls on this bus when it crashed and rolled. 3 adults were also on the bus. The attorney for Elizabeth and Brian Jones has now filed a motion saying that the Texas Highway Patrol suspected Ty Bell, the driver, was using his cell phone at the time of the crash and caused it. The school district, though, sticking to their defense that there is no indication whatsoever that the driver was distracted by his phone or anything else. In a new statement, the superintendent says, "We don't know where the attorney came up with the assertion that the driver was using his cell phone at the time of the crash. We have not heard that from the Highway Patrol nor anyone else who investigated this matter." Now, this could all be cleared up pretty easily if the district were to release the video from inside of the bus. The superintendent says, though, that is up to the courts to decide because of child privacy. Coming up tonight on the Primetime News at 9, we'll show you some new school bus technology designed to prevent future school bus crashes. Again, that is tonight at 9 here on Fox 25.
We got you back this morning, getting you prepared for spring planting season. The Forestry Service wants you to know, don't plant Bradford pear trees. The white flowers that bloom from the trees in the spring might be enticing, but the tree is an invasive species. Not only do they give off a bad smell when they bloom, the trees form dense thickets that can block out the sun for other native species, becoming a threat to native grasslands and wildlife. The branches are also very weak and are prone to wind and ice damage. Oklahoma State University says you should instead plant eastern redbuds or consider American plum trees. And Mars, this is not the best day to plant.
No, not at all. We have a lot going on in our weather, and it starts with some freezing rain that's happening right now in north and northwest Oklahoma. Very light precipitation, but enough that we are seeing some icy spots, especially if you travel northwest near Woodward and Alva. Fog and rain will be around the Oklahoma City metro, all this lasting at least through noon, and then a warm front will be lifting north across the state this afternoon. Behind it, it's going to get a little bit warmer, and then a strong cold front will come in by tonight. That's going to cause a chance for some strong or severe thunderstorms in central and mainly east and southeast Oklahoma. And then tonight through tomorrow morning, that Arctic air will settle in, so a mixture of rain or freezing rain, maybe some light snow in the northern part of the state. We've got you back with how much colder it's going to be behind this front tomorrow in less than 10 minutes.
Lucky Star Casino steer clear traffic update. Good morning. Time now is 8:09. Those accidents we've been talking about along I-40, both have been cleared. We're now keeping a close eye on I-35 as we have the off-ramp closing right there at 4th Street now. So going to see some significant delays through that area from about now through 4 p.m. this afternoon. Looks like it's only going to take you, though, about 22 minutes if you are coming up into the city from West Tecumseh Road to the Dallas Junction. Most of that congestion just south of I-2 240 and then moving up north. I-40 west, 21 minutes from Highway 62 to the Amarillo Junction. Remember, you can always take an alternate route, Eastern Avenue for I-35 commuters and Portland Avenue for I-44. Let's take a live look outside at your Lucky Star Casino Steer Clear traffic tracker. This is right at I-40. It does look like one car does remain on the scene in that shoulder, but traffic not impacted at all. I expect we will see some residual backup for the next 20 to 30 minutes. So still expect some delays, but it looks like traffic is loosening up. So good news there. We'll continue to keep you updated. Never wait more than 10 minutes for traffic and weather together.
Thanks, Emily. 8:10 coming up. President Trump addressed the nation last night, pushing for unity.
The challenge one Democrat has for Trump in relation to the southern border.
We're here at the candy shop. They have tons of lollipops. Okay, I'm not going to finish that. But guys, hanging out here at Colonel's Candies, we're talking about all of the sweet treats, all of the candies, nostalgia, new and old. Stay tuned for all that right here on Good Day, okay? Keep going, don't you?
We must reject the politics of revenge, resistance, and retribution, and embrace the boundless potential of cooperation, compromise, and the common good.
The president delivered his second State of the Union address to a divided Congress and nation with the theme Choosing Greatness. The president laying out his foreign policy plans and continuing his push for border security. During the Democratic response, former Georgia gubernatorial candidate Stacey Abrams challenged Trump.
This administration chooses to cage children and tear families apart. Compassionate treatment at the border is not the same as open borders. America is made stronger by the presence of immigrants, not walls.
So now the president and a divided Congress have until February 15th to work together to keep the government funded. Coming up in about 20 minutes, we're going to see what state representatives had to say about Trump's address last night.
The president also talking Syria in his State of the Union address yesterday. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo meeting with leaders from across the globe today to discuss the United States' future in Syria. Of course, it's a big topic with the president standing pat that he is going to withdraw U.S. troops there. You can see representatives from France, the United Kingdom, Spain, several other countries. In fact, Pompeo just a few minutes ago walked out with the French foreign minister there. Lots to talk about on Syria. We'll see if there's going to be any updates, but it appears the president is sticking with his plan, despite a rebuke from Congress, to remove troops from Syria.
Thanks, Dan. Okay, Valentine's Day is coming up.
It is.
Less than a couple of weeks here. So we're getting to start helping you picking out some gifts, maybe appealing to the sweet tooth of your sweetheart.
That's right. Malcolm Tubbs has some great gift ideas for you this morning. Malcolm, what do you have for us?
Yes, we do. Chris and Jasmine, I'm glad you asked. Lots of great gift ideas. And, we all love sweets. We all love candy. Here at Colonels and Candies, they have so many different flavors, different styles, new and old. Now, I'm here with the co-owner. This is Ron Lynch. So, Ron, I got to ask, with all these different flavors, what's your favorite? What's maybe your favorite, and then what's the best seller?
I like peanut clusters.
Peanut clusters, yeah.
Now, there's a lot of fun things, like Pop Rocks are really popular. They're kind of old school. Candy cigarettes have been around for
forever.
Years.
Right.
Yeah, so things are really popular. We've got some nostalgic candies, new candies. We even have the chocolate cigarettes. Ooh. A lot of different sodas.
Yeah, see, that's another cool draw. So, like, you kind of get your whole sweet snack here at Colonel's Candy. You get the popcorn, you get some candies, and you get some of the sodas that you can't find anywhere else, too. This is some good stuff.
We even have a Kiss soda.
A Kiss soda. Yeah, if you watch it right now, Daniel, he's our producer. He loves Kiss. I think he'll love that one. Yeah, Kiss Cherry Cola. There we go. So, you know what? I'm going to just go ahead and say it. Here at Colonels and Candy, everything here is good. Everything, okay? I'm going to go as far as to say, is that a cricket on the ground? Yeah, that's a cricket right there. I'll eat the cricket right now. You think I won't? Look. Yes. Everything here at Colonels and Candies is good. Yes, that's a cricket. And they actually sell crickets. I gotcha. Salt and vinegar flavor. I think I got a leg stuck in my tooth, but it's good.
Oh.
Malcolm.
That's still gross, man.
That is disgusting.
If you want to learn more about Colonels and Candies, head to our website.
I don't care if you put chocolate on top of a cricket, put anything on it, I'm not eating it. Right, Mars?
No way, no way. No, let's talk about something more pleasant. Severe weather later today. It's not very pleasant, though. Slight risk for severe weather this afternoon and evening has been shifted a little further south, but Oklahoma City is still included in a low threat. This is our newest update that was just released at 7 o'clock this morning. There is still a very low risk for a tornado, but that has also been shifted to the south. So if we were to see a tornado today, it's more likely south in southeast Oklahoma. Timing on this will be again late afternoon and into the evening. We'll still see the fog and the light drizzle, freezing drizzle around this morning, and then this afternoon things will clear up briefly before we have more thunderstorms that will develop after 4 p.m. Looks like the timing in the metro probably going to be between 6 p.m. and midnight that we need to be weather aware for the strongest thunderstorms. They should move out pretty quickly though. By overnight tonight, things are drying out. Although within this cloud cover tomorrow morning, we may see a light mix of rain and some light snow through early on your Thursday. That also clearing out by tomorrow afternoon, but it's going to get really cold and stay windy all day on your Thursday. Here's a live look right now at our WeatherBug cameras. Visibility is still very low out there because of that fog. We also have some icy spots in north and parts of western Oklahoma, so allow for a lot of extra time if you have to be out this morning. In the 30s right now, we should make it to around 50 later today. But those of you in northern Oklahoma probably going to stay in the 30s all day. By tomorrow, behind this Arctic cold front, high temperatures are going to stay in the 20s and 30s with wind chill temperatures in the teens. So a much colder day there on your Thursday. Looking ahead to the weekend, 46 is our high Saturday, so it'll get a little warmer, and then we'll have some rain chances to look out for late on Sunday and into early next week. Temperatures tomorrow and Friday both staying in the 30s, and we'll see overnight lows in the teens on Friday morning.
Lucky Star Casino steer clear traffic update. Good morning. As expected, this dense fog has had a huge impact on our morning commute. And then, of course, we have that freezing fog and precipitation out west, El Reno, Okarche. We've had a couple of accidents reported there, so watch out for slick spots if you haven't headed out the door just yet. We also have an injury accident being reported in a residential area just south of Stockyard City. This is right at Southwest 41st Street at South Youngs Boulevard. Crews are on the scene. They're working to quickly clear it, but because it is an injury accident, it's going to take them a bit longer than normal. Let's take a live look outside at your Lucky Star Casino steer clear traffic tracker this morning. We are checking in with Chip. Chip, you are still hanging out around the Amarillo Junction. It looks like that accident is very slowly starting to clear out.
Yeah, I saw one of the vehicles there on the shoulder clear out over the past couple of minutes. And other than that, there's really been very little change. It appears like traffic's not moving too slowly around the scene of this accident, which is located in the shoulder. But this backup still extending pretty far back, well past Rockwell. So doesn't look so bad here, but this earlier accident still causing a pretty significant backup. But fortunately, that line is getting smaller as we get later in the morning. Emily.
All right, yep, good news there. Thank you, Chip. Never wait more than 10 minutes for traffic and weather together.
Emily, thank you. Up next, if you're thinking about putting your child in homeschool but aren't sure if you should or not, then we've got your back on how you can make that decision.
Yeah, we'll share the top reasons why most people choose to homeschool and the potential savings.